Our next comedian is Keith Meenan.
When I agreed to do this, I was not developing the flu. You're all probably now wondering why I did that. It's not for comedy. Anyway, so what's going on here right now is I'm not looking to tell any jokes tonight. There's just this one, I'm a bit of a film buff, I'm a film major, and there's this one particular movie trope I always see in thrillers and detective movies that it really just pisses me off. There's no other way to say it. It's is that thing in a movie whenever the detective finally finds where the big main suspect is, and it is the person that's guilty, and when they're like, hey, I got a couple questions for you, and then when they see them oh shit, and then they run away, they never run away like an actual person. They always run in a manner that ensures the longest, most drawn out chase scene possible. They're always wearing a lot of baggy clothing that's unzipped, and they forget how to walk straight, they're running like this the whole time, and they knock everything down, and yet still somehow at the fucking end, they don't get caught and they escape, and it really pisses me off, and I would just like to use this time to illustrate my frustration with this. Justin, would you mind real quick? So, for the purposes of this exercise, I am going to be playing the criminal, and you will be playing the detective. So Justin, all I need you to say right now is, before we go into the absurdity of the whole thing, I'm going to show how someone should run. Because if you're so guilty of a crime that if someone just says, hey, I have a couple questions for you at your place of work, that you run away immediately, then you should really know how to fucking run away. Okay, so this is what you should do in this situation. So, do you know your line?
Yeah.
Can you whisper it to me? Okay, you know it. Alright.
Hey, I've got a couple questions for you.
Alright, you see, I would have gotten away, it would have been fine, there would have been no problems, no hiccups. Now, let me show you what they do when they ask this. Alright, so let's try again.
Hey, I've got a couple questions for you.
So you can tell that's just bullshit. It's ridiculous. He should have caught me in that time. Do you know what I mean? It's so, there was so much time where you could have caught me, right? Right? Okay, so this time, what I want you to do is say, I'm Coach Ray, I start running. And the second I start running, I want you to walk along here at a regular speed and then stop here. And I would just like to show all of you how many times I could have been caught in this time. Let's go.
Hey, I've got a couple of questions for you.
So as you can tell, he could have caught me. It's ridiculous. Don't you feel like you could have grabbed me? Yeah. Grab me. See, he could have done it. But the bullshit of it all is that I always get away. It's ridiculous. Somehow, the guy still gets away. But what's even more ridiculous is the fact that he always drops like a piece of evidence that somehow connects it to the final like chapter and closes the case. But it's not something reasonable that someone would drop. Like, if someone's running and falling 10 times in a fucking minute, they don't drop their phone or their wallet. It's like a fucking matchbook that has like a time and date written on it. So, this time I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna freeze frame at the point where my character would drop a piece of evidence, and then we're gonna have you read it and examine it. So let's go again.
Wait, hold on a second. Maybe again.
Hey, I've got a couple of questions for you.
Fuck! Okay, come over here.
All right, can you pick that up right there? All right, can you read it for the audience?
32 Gilligan Street, Grady's Bar, tonight at 10.
I mean, thank you. I mean, that is bullshit, and we just eat the same shit up every fucking time we watch these movies. I mean, I am in pain over this trope. I have hurt myself for all of you, and we're still gonna watch these same fucking movies. Over, it's just the same thing. We're just getting up and falling down, getting up and falling down. It's the same fucking.